this. This was actually a craft that one of my friends showed to me like years ago. I mean, I'm thinking like maybe 4 years ago. And every year, I bought this stuff like 4 years ago. And every year I said that I want to make this. I don't know why, I just kept putting it off. I feel like I'm a little nervous about it because I'm not like great at crafts. But anyways, we're gonna be making some like caramel apples, like fake caramel apples. All of this is fake. I got these apples. I think everything came from Joann's Fabric. So I have Mod Podge, and I bought this coffee latte color to hopefully like look like caramel, just something caramel, however you say it. I say caramel, sometimes I say caramel, whatever. Also, I got these fake nuts. I think I bought these from Etsy. I can't remember. Like I said, it's been years since I've had this stuff, but I'm sure you can find it anywhere. Anywhere that has craft supplies, I'm sure you can find it. This bag must have a hole in it. Okay, so I think what we do is we are gonna pour a little bit of this Mod Podge, and we're gonna mix it with the paint color, and then we're just gonna kind of like roll our apples in it. But the video that I watched, the girl went ahead and like took the stems off. Let's see. Maybe. Oh boy, this did not come off as good as it should have. All right, so we're gonna try to tear these off. This one came out much better than this one did. Anywho's, I actually just went outside and got a stick to try to do for the apple top. I don't know if that was a good idea. I'm second guessing myself here. I feel like that looks kind of silly. Okay. All right, we're going with it. Looks very witchy, hopefully. I wish I would have got 2 of the green so it could look like a poison apple or something for Halloween. I've not decorated for Halloween yet, but I'm gonna be doing that super soon. So this is where I'm gonna be putting, that's when I'll be putting these out, is for Halloween. All right, let's try to get these picked up so I don't end up knocking these on the floor. Okay, so now I'm kind of wondering if I should put this in a bowl instead. Let's see. So what, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go for it. We are going to open this. I'm gonna change the camera view here so you guys can see what I'm doing a little better than you probably can at the moment. As soon as I open this. Alright guys, just for the record, I never claimed to know what I'm doing. You guys heard me say that, right? Okay. Honestly don't know how much of this stuff to even mix in. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. I hope this looks like caramel. These actually turned out really cute. The only thing that I'm not 100% sold on is the sticks that I use. Like, I actually use drill sticks, which I've seen it done both ways. Like, people have actually bought the little wooden, like the bamboo sticks. So I think that looks really well. That looks really good. But I did use just these, you know, for what it's worth. I think it looks okay. Definitely looks more witchy and natural, I think, having this kind of a stem. So anyways, these came out, I was pleasantly surprised. They're definitely not perfect by any means. I think this would have came out even better if I would have put the paint in a bowl instead of just trying to swirl it around on this flat plate. So that would probably be something that I would do if I were you guys. Here in a second, the second apple, it turns out really cute too. I started getting low, like in this bag. I should have like dumped the nuts out more because I felt like my paint was trying to dry on me before I was able to get out like enough to cover everything. So anyways, really cute craft. It doesn't take long at all to get this done. You just mix your Mod Podge in with the paint. That way you have that glue base in with your paint color, and you can just do everything like in one fell swoop here by getting the paint on the apple however you choose to do so, and just sprinkling those fake nuts on, and it's a really cute little thing. So I actually felt like the more it dripped down and like looked less perfect, I liked that the best, like especially once you get the nuts and stuff on it. I just thought it looked really neat, and I'm glad I did it. Also, I wanted to point out, I was wearing this outfit in my last video where I decorated my toddler's room for fall, and that's because I filmed this in the same day, and I wasn't really sure the order or like what I was going to piece together for a video, so I ended up using that in 2 separate videos, so that's kind of why I look like a big outfit repeater here, and had the same outfit on, but that was because I just filmed it in the same day. Also, look how precious these little magnets are that my baby painted. We went out on the porch one evening and just had like a really fun little chill, calm, little craft moment. And we got this pack from Hobby Lobby. I bought 2 of them so we can keep some and then also give some out to grandparents. So she did every bit of this by herself. I had to help her, of course, with like dipping her paint in the water and then like helping her put it in the different colors because she just wanted to keep using brown. But of course, that's what makes it so sweet, is whatever she wanted to do with it is what we did. So yeah, I decided to help her. If you have like a kid, she's 17 months old, so if you have a 1-year-old that doesn't obviously know how to do painting and things like that, this is an actual really easy thing to do with them, something that you can help them do. I will say that this should be like washable, so it came off easy with soap whenever we washed hands and things like that, but this got on her clothes and I washed and dried them without paying attention and the paint was still on there, so I'm super bummed about that. I haven't tried to fool with it anymore, so maybe it'll come out, but keep that in mind if you use the Hobby Lobby little craft kit. Maybe make sure that you have play clothes on. All right, so next I think we're gonna head outside. I have these little witch's feet. I got these years ago, probably 4 years ago from Target. So I like to stick those in the ground every year. I feel like for outside things, I don't really have that much because we haven't really fooled with our outside very much until this year. And of course, we're still not done with it. And if you've seen any of my footage, we've been trying to redo our landscaping and such. So these are 2 foam that I purchased from QVC also several years ago. And I don't know if my pots that I have outside are small enough for these, so I may end up having to purchase something to set those in. I also have a real mum outside. It hasn't bloomed yet, but it's going to be orange. So I'm going to go ahead and set that out. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what we come up with. I wanted to go ahead and start off by just getting everything swept off and just kind of cleaned up a little bit. I wanted to also take out these like spring and summer faux stems that I had in these pots, and you'll see in a second that I'm going to put in my faux mums in those black pots to replace those. And sadly, my mums, just as I suspected, are a little bit too small for those pots, but I ended up just sticking them in there anyways. As you can see here, you can tell that it's it doesn't fill the pot. So I may end up purchasing just a couple smaller ones for the season, but I don't think it looks terrible. I mean, it's not perfect by any stretch of the word, but it's something, and it gives a really pretty pop. Whenever we're standing inside the house, I can actually see these, or like see the one that I end up leaving on this side of the porch or of the patio here, and it looks so pretty, and it I don't know, it just looks cute looking outside and seeing those colors. So also you'll see in a little bit I end up purchasing on a different day, I had a couple of pumpkins that I had in my Walmart delivery order. I didn't get to pick them out, so I was bummed about kind of what they looked like. They weren't the prettiest in the world, as you can see here, but I went ahead and got 2 of those. One of them didn't even have a stem on it, but I kind of rearranged things a little bit and just stuck those there. So eventually I would like to get maybe a fall rug and stuff out here, but I don't have a ton of outside stuff. Like I said, I haven't really fooled with my outside much until now. So just little things here and there I think really makes a big difference, and I'm really happy with how it looks out here. So now we're just going to move on down to the bottom of the yard here, and I always like to keep a seasonal flag in my flag stand, like pole here, and then I just stuck my witch's feet in. I couldn't get them stuck down any further in the ground, so I may have to get Landon to do that, my husband, so see if he can fool with that anymore. But yeah, I love how this came out. The next thing we're going to do is not a Halloween craft, but we are going to spray paint the lamp that I've had in my living room. I kind of alluded to this in a previous video, but I was telling you guys that it's going to look completely different next time you see it, and it definitely does. So we are going to be painting this with, I will show you the two spray paint cans in just a little bit. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I know I explain it a little bit better in the video, and you'll actually see the fronts of the cans in case you also want to purchase the exact same ones in color and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what we're going to do next.
Come closer, dance for me. Easy tiger, easy, let your hair down. Come closer, let me see all your million faces and all your million mistakes. You don't need to hide. Come closer so that we can.
Alright, so I watched a Pinterest thing do this where they recommended, I love the coloring that came out with this, so they recommended the Rust Oleum, Stone Gray, and the Pebbled Textured spray. So we're going to try to spray this and see how it goes. It says that this is a paint and primer, which hopefully will be good, and this is clearly a pretty dark color. So yeah, we're going to start out with this one first. Let's see how good it covers. I don't know if I need to do 1 or 2 coats. I don't necessarily want it to look too perfect either, because I love how this lamp already has like this textured kind of look to it. I got this at Home Goods several years ago, and I'm just over the dark. It would be beautiful if like we had like furniture, like couches, but everything is so dark brown in that living room that I feel like it needs this. So worst comes to worst, we'll spray paint it back a dark brown another time. So I don't think we'll want to do that though. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how this turns out. Let's go ahead and head on outside and try to get this sprayed. I was impressed by how well even just one layer of this covered. So this was not the pebbled spray first. This was just like the regular stone gray one, and then after that dries for a little bit. Like I let it dry for I think an hour, and then I went in with the pebbled like stone color. But I couldn't believe how well, I mean, you can pretty much tell in this clip how easily this covered. So I was really impressed with that. Alright, so this is our first coat. I think I'm not really going to do any more coats than this because I like how the brown is still poking through here. Yeah, I think it looks really nice actually. So hopefully we'll let this dry for maybe, I don't know if it takes like 1 or 2 hours. It seems like it should definitely be dry within that time. So we will wait and see what this next kind of paint looks like, this textured stone. After this dried, like I said, I only used 1 coat, and you can kind of see here there's some dark peeking through that I had missed. Quite frankly, just that was kind of my fault, user error there. But I did go ahead and go in with the stone spray, and this turned out so pretty. It definitely took some getting used to because it was just such a change, but I definitely am glad that I did this, and I think that it was much needed. So I'll show you what it looks like in my living room in the next video. Hopefully for my Halloween decorate with me, you'll see it in that one. So definitely love the way that it looks, and I'm super pleased.
Opening, closing, all in one day. Blue sky, blue sky.
guys, we're going to be ending the video today on a Crockpot Marry Me chicken recipe that I found from Pinterest. And I will tell you something that I did that I would change, because if you make it the way that I did, I probably would say, yeah, you're not gonna marry you if you make it this way. So anyways, the recipe calls for heavy whipping cream, and it actually does say to cook on high, I think for like 4 hours, or maybe it's 5. I think it was 4 hours. I'd have to look again, but I went against the grain there, and I just cooked it on low, and I kept it in the crock pot for probably 7 or 8 hours. And I feel like the heavy cream, it just got kind of almost clobbered, is the best word to describe it. And it almost had like a scalded taste, the milk, like the cream did. So I would suggest not cooking it that long on low. Usually I like low and slow best for crockpot recipes. So I would definitely just kind of do what they say to do in this one, or just maybe don't put the heavy cream in until towards the end. Maybe just use like chicken broth or something. I don't know. But yeah, definitely I can see how this would have been a good recipe. So that is just my little tidbit of information there, and learn from my mistakes. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel before you leave. It really helps me out, and I hope to see you in the next one where we decorate the house for Halloween. So thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.